It's a bit warm, isn't it?
What's new in retro games? Can you tell me what's new in retro games, please? What's new in retro games? Can you tell me what's new in retro games this week?
Hello, it is me, it is Jace at Retrogames. You've got used to me by now, you must have. And what a week it's been. Let me just tell you the date is the 22nd of July, that's 2022, just in case you're watching this in the future. What a week it's been in the UK, really hot. My car registered 44 degrees at one point this week, and I'm not really sure, maybe the sensor inside melted. And also in the office, it's been a bit clammy, you know, we've all been moaning, everyone's been, of course, you know, I buy everybody lollies and nice drinks, and you know, we get over it, and hopefully it's going to calm down now. But what a week! Nintendo announced that don't use your Switch, it's going to melt in your hands. The UK was so hot this week, and I'm thinking anyone who's got a Steam Deck, anyone who's used one of those Valve Steam Decks, I'm surprised it hasn't permanently melted itself to their hands. It's like that on a cold room. Anyway, I know what you want to know. And is there anything else to say? Any update? Just get on with it, Jace. Get on with it. A bit long last week, wasn't it? 40 minutes. For new visitors to the show, this is where we look at every new item listed at... We don't look at every... I'm talking rubbish. We have a look at some of the items I picked out of this week's new listings at retrogames.co.uk, the #1 shop in the world for all your retro needs. That sounds like an advert, doesn't it? It's like one big advert. I've said this before. But anyway, you know, we have a little look at all the nice things that came in this week, and well, stuff that I liked. If anyone else in the office was doing this video, they'd all be like, what the heck are you picking that for? None of your business. I like it. I'm oldest. I'm choosing. Anyway, get on with it. What's new at Retrogames this week? Yay! Right, straight on. And we're starting with PC again. Didn't I start with PC last week? And that is because I got this. And this is Simon the Sorcerer. A very good adventure game. Everyone liked it. One of the first adventure games to have full speech. So you could actually listen to it. You could play. Adventure games with speech are a lot easier if you're playing with other people. And I don't know about you, but I always played it with friends or, you know, my partner or whatever. Because they can hear what's going on. They don't have to read it. It's... Adventure games, it was always about solving clues and working out the puzzles, but it's a lot more fun if you're doing that with someone you care about. I just put it out there that maybe adventure games are the best multiplayer games because you're both trying to solve the riddles embedded in their code, and it's a lovely feeling when you both finally, of course, you use the face cloth. Oh god, the face cloth wiped the mask. Why didn't we try that? We've tried it with everything. We're jabbing a pencil in this lock, hoping it's going to open a door. It never does. Don't jab pencils in locks, kids. I'm losing track. Simon the Sorcerer. Anyway, this is nice. Just a really lovely condition, really shiny. Both adventures in one, but ridiculously huge box. Look at the size of this box, and I love this reveal. Let's have a look inside the box. Yeah, just a couple of bits in there. You got your 2 discs, all lovely condition. Got the 2 discs. It's complete-ish. Some issues of this did include a t-shirt, which is why the box is so big. So, unfortunately, no t-shirt. If there was a t-shirt in that box, I would be wearing it now with all my Dizzy stuff from last week. Was it last week? I don't know. The weeks all blur into one. It's not just me, is it? It's not just me. We're all getting older a lot quicker than we expected. Let's carry on. Okay, we've got any more PC? Yeah, we've got something else PC here, but it's not a game. It's not a game. It's this. And this is a Super Warrior joystick. Now, if there's anything that I like, it's the word warrior appended to anything. A warrior? Super Warrior? Yeah, you have to be a warrior to use this. Interesting joystick because it's made by Quickshot, who made all the Quickshot 2, Quickshot 1, all those brilliant joysticks back in the Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64 era. And they didn't make, they kind of died out. Became part of Spectra Video, you probably know that. You know all this. But this is a very quirky looking thing. It harks back a little bit to the old Quickshot 2. And I know you guys all love Quickshot 2s. Who doesn't? But it's got that lovely, I'm going to say it again, potentiometer sliders. I mean, it's a proper yoke stick. It's got a massive amount of travel on there, and it's got adjusters, and it's got a Twizzler, a Twizzler at the side, and that's not a lollipop. Two independent fire buttons, got all 4 suckers. It's got an on. I just thought that is a wonderfully cool retro artifact for the PC. The Quick Shot Super Warrior PC joysticks, not particularly collectible. They don't go for good money, not particular, but I think they're another one of those items that their day will come. Oh, their day will come. These are nice things. If you're watching this in the 23rd century, you'll be going, oh my god, that was the rarest thing. They just put it out for 20 quid. Yep, 20 quid. Where'd you get it from? You know the place. Oh, don't get bored of that. Okay, let's go on to the Commodore Amiga. Amiga fans! Yes, we listed some more Amiga stuff this week. And here's an unusual one. This is called Nippon Safes. Nippon, Japanese safes, I guess. And it's an adventure game. You can see some graphics there. It's a very unusual game, but the reason this one's quite unusual is because the actual text of the game is in Italian. Welcome all our Italian fans. We have a lot of customers in Italy. Retrogames is big in Italy, not as big as it is in Norway. Hey all my Norwegian fans, I love you guys. Oh, I missed out all the Finnish fans and the Swedish fans. Look, we're international, okay? We're international. I love you all. Anyway, moving on. Nippon's and it's got the poster, and you know I like a poster, and there's no blue tack in the corners. It's proper. It's get it in the shot. Get it in the shot. I mean, nobody. It's not particularly nice art, is it? I can't imagine that adorning any galleries. But anyway, it's just in beautiful condition. Nippon's rare game for the Amiga in Italian. Buongiorno. Weak, wasn't it? That was weak. That was weak, Jace. Come on, back to your Italian. More now. These are classics. More Amiga. We've got Silicon Dreams from the old Rainbird label. This is a compilation of level 9 classic adventures from the 8-bit days. And another one, Jewels of Darkness, which is the same. They are both compilations of old 8-bit Spectrum and Commodore Amstrad adventure games. I mean, they're graphic adventures. You can see the two things there. They're lovely packages. I mean, I love the box sizes. I mean, obviously not uniform, don't go on the shelf with anything else particularly well, but they are lovely quality, really glossy fronts and backs, and yeah, got a nice big manual, and you've got a disc, and you've got a hint request that you can send off to Rainbird and say, I'm stuck, please help me, please help me. And it's funny because Rainbird, we only said this in a previous video, Rainbird, probably the best known adventure company, level 9 and Rainbird, the best adventure game companies, and these are level 9 adventures released on the Rainbird label. I know, it's incredible. Thanks British Telecom. Yes, British Telecom owned Rainbird. It was the groovier, more sophisticated version of Firebird, and basically an excuse to put things in bigger boxes and sell them for more money. You greedy pigs! Okay, let's carry on. Now we've got another classic adventure on one of my favourite labels. It's Benefactor, arcade adventure game on the Persegonis label. Yeah, that will make sense if you've watched all these videos in the past. It is the Psygnosis game, Benefactor. Driving up and back, Psygnosis. I don't know whether it's the lavish boxes or but it's all lovely condition. It's got the manual. It's got the discs. Really handy. You can see we've got a little bit of we get this from time to time. So you've got the box there, and then you see that we've got a bit of glue separation there. It's just become dried out, and you can see the glue. It's kind of a hard yellowy glue. And yes, we could stick them up, we could muck around, but if the box is holding together well, I prefer not to touch it because it's original in this state. And if I stick loads of Bostik, what's the other one? What's the fishy smelling one? Copy Dex on this. Kind of spoiling it, aren't I? So yeah, it's in its original condition. It's dried out glue. That's no fault of anybody's. It's been stored lovely. It's still in nice condition. It's not damaged. It's just the glue's dried out. Get over yourselves. Carry on. Any more Amiga? Oh yes, there is some more Amiga. This is a really unusual game. This is called the Magic Garden. Quite rare. Let's have a little show you that Magic Garden. It looks like kind of like an adventure version of Dig Dug, which would be nice, wouldn't it? It looks really good fun, actually. I didn't get to test this one, so I didn't get to play it. Oh, damn it, you lot! They don't let me test anything anymore. Get out of the office, you old bloke. I don't blame them. Don't blame them. Anyway, got the disc in there. It's a little bit scruffy, but it's one of those. It's one of those manuals that folds out into a poster. It's a little bit nicer than the Nippon Saves poster, but it's a bit tatty, a bit worn. But anyway, very rare game. And what label is it on, Jace? It's on Electronic Zoo. And they didn't make many titles for the Amiga and ST. It's programmed by a company called Visionaries. I've got a feeling this is a European game that they've bought the rights to. I think there's another version of this on Loricel's or one of those infograms. Or I think it looks foreign to me. I don't remember seeing much about that in the gaming press back in the Amiga magazine days. Carry on, Jace, carry on. Stop talking. Oh, something a little bit sexy for you. Deluxe Strip Poker 2 for the Amiga. Oh yes, nudie time. Yeah, you can get nudie girls on your Amiga. Yeah, these games, they didn't sell that well because I think all the kids were too embarrassed to buy them. They were like, oh, it was like queuing up in the chemist for condoms. They didn't want to buy them, but you can have a look at these girls. They've got big hair back then. What's this game, 1988? 1989 maybe. Let's have a look. There's the girl on the front. Oh yeah, that's just a photo, but let's have a look what she looks like on the graphics. And I don't know if you can see that. We're gonna get, yeah, big hair. I mean, she's sitting at her desk there. I don't know. I mean, it looks probably digitized. Is it me, or are two of these photos exactly the same? This one here, and then scroll down. There it is again. We can't be bothered to take more than one screenshot for the back of the box. We'll have to reuse it. They won't notice. They're too busy drooling over the front cover. Not much in it. There's no posters. No, the one game you'd really want a poster with. No poster. What? Not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. Because I didn't have Deluxe Strip Poker 2 when I was young. I was too embarrassed by it. But the game I did have for the Amiga, and it's another one which is a bit sexy, is this, and that is Teenage Queen. Now this is another strip poker game for the Amiga. It's REST as well. It's French, I think. It's French, by Air International. Excuse that. And the difference about this one, it doesn't use digitized graphics. It uses anime style drawn graphics. And I did have this, and I did find it incredibly sexy. And I'll tell you why. This is the picture of the back of the box. As you can see, it's very lovely, lovely anime style drawings of girls. But the funny thing was about this game is once you got her down in the nutty, you could carry on playing. And then when you won again, she took off her skin, and she was a robot. She was a robot underneath her skin. There's probably a proper fetish thing for that, but you know, girls taking their skin off, unusual. I'd say it's unusual. Let's carry on. We've got any more Amiga? Any more Amiga? Yeah, we've got more Amiga. I've got a lot of Amiga today. Here's a game for you. This is Eco. Very rare on the Ocean label, and I'm a big Ocean fan, as you know, and I actually I like these plastic cases. We always have the broken hinges. Combat School, all those Ocean games came in these lovely square cases. The Imagine games, Yale Kung Fu 2, you know, all that sort of stuff. And these lovely, when the cases are nice, obviously not when they're smashed at the hinges. Anyway, talk about the case. You're talking about the plastic case, Chase. Is that really all you got to talk about? No, this game was really unusual. Because every time you played it, it was different. And you started with a little creature. I mean, these sort of games are kind of commonplace on iOS and PCs and stuff now. But it's one of the first Morphatron games, I made that up, where you started with an insect and then slowly you would do things and find food and steer its evolution into a completely different kind of creature. Trying to, you know, slowly the insect develops into a mammal, and then eventually you can try and make some sort of humanoid kind of crazy. It's a very different sort of game because it's all wireframe graphics. That's polygons to you and me. And a very different sort of game to be on the Ocean label. Lovely, it's in beautiful condition. It's got its manual there. Eco. Eco there. Another game that I actually did have back in the day and enjoyed. So, moving on. Any more Amiga? One more Amiga. Oh, and just for the sake of it, Dizzy! Because we mentioned Dizzy last week, yeah, we've got Spellbound Dizzy. These games are getting harder to find, the budget release on the Amiga. Sometimes they get freebies, sometimes you get little postcards. This one has just got the lovely manual and the disc. And let's be honest, that's the most important things. But sometimes you get a free flyer for the merchandise, and sometimes you get a little free sticker or a little free collector's card with a character on it. Okay, let's move on. Let's go PC again. Yeah, but this is different. This is PC 3.5-inch disc. I'm getting a bit computer centric, I know that. And this is Boulder Dash 2. It is actually a Prism reissue, but very rare to find all these games on 3.5-inch disc. And Boulder Dash. Oh, I loved Boulder Dash. Particularly Boulder Dash 3 with a construction set where you could make your own. I don't know about you guys, but if you played Boulder Dash and you're making your own levels, you always made some sort of massive tap, and then you take the rock away and then all the things would fall through the hole. If you've done it, you know exactly what I'm on about. And that's what all your levels were like. Enough of PC, let's go on to... Oh, we got Saturn Master System in this week. We had some really, really beautiful Master System games that are virtually untouched. I brought a couple to show you. We've got Altered Beast there, you know that. Classic... got to be gentle with the manual because you can see the manual is lovely. We had... We had a really amazing game this week. We had Phantasy Star for Master System in absolutely brand new, unused condition. But we sold it before I did the video. We sold it last night, so it seemed wrong just to put it in the video. But thanks, Ed. I know you're one of our regular viewers. Thanks for snatching it up and denying everybody from having the chance of seeing it. But the manual on that game, oh my god, by far the best example of that game I have ever encountered in all my 155 years of retro gaming. Anyways, another one. Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. That's the rarest of the Alex Kidd games on Master System. And again, absolutely gorgeous condition. And we had a whole load of them this week. So if you're into Master System, check the site. There might be some left. You know where to go. Bing, 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 bing. Boom. Don't get bored of that. Not much more in the box. I'm trying to keep it brief before my cameras overheat, because they did overheat once. And I had to redo the end, and I don't like redoing the end. Shouldn't do it. Commodore 64 fans, I know you're out there. I'm a Commodore 64 fan. Just got some Hit Squad games this week. And these games we've never talked about. We've never talked about the Hit Squad games and the craziness that is the escalating value. I mean, these ones are all quite rare. It's like Terminator 2, kind of 20 quid-ish. It's the spines you like in it. You just like the spines. You just want to see the names all in a line on your shelves. Mikey, very rare. Mikey, the Konami game. And Sly Spy, the rarest of these three. Probably 25, 30 quid game. But some of these Hit Squad games are worth 100 quid plus. It's fighting against completeness. But show me the original small card box Sly Spy. That is a beautiful thing. This is a plastic recreation of it. It's not the real thing. It's a reissue. It's a cheap reissue. It's a churn 'em out. Hit Squad, owned by Ocean, just churning out stuff they've already released. It was a churn out. But anyway, yes, for all you Hit Squad collectors, we've had a bit of Commodore 64 stuff in, and I picked those three. But there was more Commodore stuff this week, which only leaves one thing in the box. But it's a bit of a special one. Drum. Shall we go for the drum roll? Come on then, drum roll. It is this. That's right, a PC Engine LT in the box. So it kind of pales the other stuff into insignificance, doesn't it? Yes, a PC Engine LT in the box. One of the rarest Retrogames consoles in the world. Let's do some close up there. Just show you that is the box there. You've got the side angle there. PC Engine LT. We've got the back of the box. It's a little bit worn on that edge. But there you go. This is the PC Engine LT. Now this is the rarest of all PC Engine consoles. It is a mini laptop, which also can get TV on it. What you could do when there was an analog signal. Let's pull it out of the box. And there you go. There we go. We've got the old white box. We've got the lid. It's all about the lid. I'm more excited about the lid than the console. I'm not really. I'm a big fan of the LT. Let's pull it off. Oh, there we go. So we've got the manual. All in Japanese console, only released in Japan. You've got the manual. It's got another data sheet of some sort, and there's a pink sheet there as well. What's that? Oh, we've got a warning sheet. Don't do this. Don't do that. We've got the official NEC power supply. Yes, NEC, they make the PC Engine. And then we have the console. Get it out of the box then. All right, let's get it out. This is the PC Engine LT. Now I'm going to show you it frontways first, and then I'm going to do the reveal. Pull open the lid. It's a chunky beast. It is a. You've got to pull the catch, little catch. Don't break it, Chase. And there we have it. This is the PC Engine LT tabletop version, like a little mini laptop version of the PC Engine. And I don't want to get you too excited here, but that is the original screen protector. That is the screen protector. It's never been pulled. The film has never been pulled on the screen of the rarest tabletop console in the whole of Retrogames land. Adventure Vision. You're saying, yeah, what about the Adventure Vision? As soon as I get one, it's coming on the show, but I haven't got one. Anyway, let's just do a bit of a... So yeah, you've got the aerial there at the back. It has like the expansion port, because you could plug the CD drive into this. You've got a little switch at the back for channels and preset the channels. If you go to the side angle there, you've got the DC in, because you have to have the power supply. You've got a switch between game and TV. You've got an external antenna, so you can actually plug in a different TV aerial. AV in, that's right, you could use this as an input. You could plug your literally you could plug your PS5, your Xbox Series X, and play it on this little screen with that little input. Let's go to the other side. We've just got DC in again. Oh, that's the DC. That's the CD-ROM DC in. If you want to plug in the CD-ROM, so you can power through. Okay, and then if you look at the front, oh, look at it. Isn't that beautiful? So you look right at the front. You've got a volume and a brightness. You've got an external. They've got all the caps. It's like brand new condition. It's incredible. Anyway, underneath that there is a little pad socket, so you can plug in a second player pad. You've got a headphone socket there. Didn't I already say headphone socket? No, I didn't. And then you've got the main controls. This is obviously where you slide your hue cards. You slide your hue cards into there. You've got several switches between the modes. You've got your D-pad there, your D-pad. You've got your two fire buttons. You've got your select, and you've got your run, and you've got your power switch. And then the power switch actually locks in. It locks in the card when you turn it on. A couple of lovely little buttons at the top there, and that's tint and colour, which just let you muck around with the screen. But anyway, it's in absolutely immaculate condition. Barely been out of its box in its lifetime. And oh, there's the aerial at the back. I could extend that for you there. You can see there's a proper little area, none damaged. Sometimes these are damaged. It's an amazing, amazing rare console in immaculate condition, with the slight caveat that it doesn't work. Just like your Sega Game Gear, the PC Engine LTs, they do not work unless they have the capacitors changed. And that's just an age thing. That's not from use. That's just going to be sitting in its box for its entire lifetime. You get it out of the box and it doesn't work. And I know this from personal experience because my own PC Engine LT was exactly the same. I used to, back in the old days in the Retrogames shop, used to have it on display. People used to go, "What? What is that?" And it was brilliant, and we used it a lot. It was all the time. But back on the shelves, got it out again. Oh, check out my... No, dead as a doornail. Power light comes on, but then nothing. There is loads of YouTube info about fixing them. It's not a job I fancy doing, but I know you hobbyists do that. And we've sold non-working LTs before. We actually sold one earlier this year, which is now up and running and, you know, worth £4,000 to £6,000. Yeah, £4,000 to £6,000. That's how much they were working. This one isn't working. It will be considerably cheaper than that. And if you're a techie and you don't mind changing the caps, that's capacitors to you, then it's a massive investment because they are legendary and you never see them in the box. The box, oh gosh, no, very, very rare. So, on that note, I'm sliding this back in delicately. On that note, thank you for watching another show. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, keep on retrogaming!
Retrogames says thank you for watching. Retrogames says thank you for watching.
That is the problem with running retro games. So many things come in that you just want to keep.